There are three historical problems for Vodafone Idea. First, well, let's be clear, they have lost market share and they have lost relevance in a very competitive telecom market. B, high debt and a problem in terms of expanding the future or funding the future Capex, and then fund requirement to meet the entire government obligation. If this entire fundraising exercise sails through, it perhaps will act like a bridge, and it will be more than a band-aid, which in a sense will have near-term impact on Vodafone Idea's future business. If the fundraise goes through, they will have necessary and more cash to really expand and take care of the Capex requirement. Once that starts, they can become relevant once again in a very competitive market where Vodafone Idea is a voice-dominated player, and now they really need to add data subscribers. So they will have fuel to expand and go ahead with the Capex. If the expansion goes through, services they come back, and that in a sense will ensure that the relevance will start coming back. When it comes to the government obligation, well, I would say that that is more like a FY26 need. And if the fundraise goes through, remember government has a very large ownership in Vodafone Idea. Some would imagine that that also would go through. But when you look at stock markets and if you look at the enterprise value of Vodafone Idea, it is a mix of debt and equity. In this case now, the debt component comes down, the equity component goes up. And that is what could really make the future enterprise value of Vodafone Idea perhaps more relevant. That's how markets they value company. Component of debt goes down, equity goes up. What it means is that at 10 rupees, some would argue and say the downside in Vodafone Idea could be limited. If you're buying the stock, you're pretty much buying it at the option value, with the assumption that in future, Vodafone Idea could be much more relevant, and it would be a company where after a very shaky couple of last years, they will be able to gain some market share, and that will only increase the relevance of the company. So it's not like this fundraise will take care of all the problems of Vodafone Idea, but in the near term, can this really increase the relevance of the company? The answer to that could be yes.